I have been sitting on this Beckett Authentication Services order for about a week now. Had the Chantilly show in October and got 5 cards signed there. And then I had a couple extras that I had already. I'll kind of give a little background for each card here and go over the grading, which I thought was very fair. And I had a little issue with the autograph grading, which I'll also explain to as I get to each card. So I'm going to start off here with a card I got on eBay. It was already signed, of course, and then we had the authentic autograph labeled there for Scott Hanson of NFL Red Zone. The autograph itself, as you can see, a little bit faint in some places, like on the left side here. Ideally, I wanted just the authenticated autograph. I also liked the card. My guess, actually, when I first sent this in, I usually do like a little guess amount for the grade, and I actually had this as an 8. I'm not sure what had me with that 8, but got the 9.5 there. And as you can see, they really love this card. I mean, it was a hair away from almost a 10, which is pretty elusive for Beckett. And the surface was a 9, but then 10 edges, 10 corners, and a 9.5 centering. But they did go ahead and grade the autograph, which I thought I didn't want, but I guess order went through with that. So graded a 7 for the autograph. So overall, I'm satisfied. It's a fair grade. It really is that, but ideally, I just didn't want to have the autograph graded. But I don't know what they were doing with the order. But anyway, there's that one. Again, happy with the card and got that encapsulated. Next one was from back when I was a kid. I had a football camp I went to for just right before high school. I was just about going into high school and did a bunch of camps over that summer. And there was a former Redskin player who was there named Don Warren. So at the end of the camp, he gave us all an autograph card. So I've had this lying around for years. And I said, oh, yeah, it's got the nice inscription there, Hogs. So got Beckett to encapsulate this. Got a 9 for the autograph there. It is a little... if you look really closely on the left side right here, there's a little bit of a faintness to that, so it's not a perfect autograph. So again, I really agree with all the grades they got here for this. But yeah, I got the autograph graded, and the card was a 8.5 near mint plus. And then there's the back of the card with the subgrades there. So a little bit rough on the edges. You got that chipping on the top there. You can see pretty significant. And that's also the other edges too. So it's kind of all around just that chipping on the back. But really the front, the eye appeal on the front is great. It's that classic Score 91 set. So I really enjoy that series, and just a nice autograph for a former Redskin. And we'll move on with a couple other members of the Hogs as well coming up here. That being said, let's move on to Russ Grimm, Hall of Fame guard. So you got Hall of Fame 2010 on there. I chose to do the gold marker for most of these. So you got Russ Grimm there on a 1987 tops, and grade autograph was a 10. So a real solid autograph there through and through, and an 8.5 on the card itself. There's the back of the card. There's the subgrades. Just a little bit on the corners there, which was to be expected. So got the car on eBay, picked one that was then the best quality at a decent price, and these cards are not too expensive. But then it's nice to get the autograph. I like the gold on here. Works well with the white jersey. Kind of really comes off well. Some of the other ones will be a little slightly different, but I like that gold auto is nice. And another hog here. We got Jacoby. This is one I did not want to have graded, but they went ahead and graded it. Again, I'm unsure what was miscommunicated there, but I might have to maybe open up an email with them or something later. Got a 9 for the autograph. It is a little bit on the... It's kind of, I guess, where they start these autographs. Generally tends to be on the left side, I guess. They kind of do a little bit of a lightness there, so it's going to be docked a little bit on that corner of the autograph right there. And this is one where I actually ordered a different car on eBay, and it never got to me. It showed up as like going to New Jersey, and then it just stayed there, and it got sent back to the shipper. And I opened up a message with him, and it was like $1 card, so it wasn't like he was making any money with it really. So he just chose not to even send it out again. So I'm at the show, and I had this card lying around. This is the only other Jacoby card I had. So I'm like, it's not the best, you know, I didn't want to get it graded, and the card itself. So I'm like looking around, going to all these stands, and hey, do you have a Joe Jacoby? And of course, no one has a Joe Jacoby. They're not bringing their you know, old, you know, early '90s offensive tackle cards to that kind of show. So there's the back of the card there, but yeah, he's not a Hall of Famer, but there's talk every year of him getting in maybe sometime. And it's really rough on those corners there, as you can definitely see. A little right, probably the worst. But yeah, every corner's got a little bit of a scuff on it. But yeah, that's the only one I had, and I paid for the ticket to get autographs. And well, I guess I got to do this one. But there's Joe Jacoby. Another Redskin. This is a very unique player, one of the truly one of a kind. This is the only kicker in NFL history to get the MVP award. So he's got MVP 82 on there. This is Mark Mosley, great kicker for the Redskins. Got a 10 on the autograph there. I like the shimmer to it when you've got to rotate it. You really see that. Number 3. This is on a 75 tops that I found. I got a 7.5 near mint plus. There's the back side. No subgrades on this because it's a vintage card. So there you have it. Yeah, Mark Mosley, just one of a kind. MVP kicker. I'm not sure if we'll ever have one of those again, but truly a unique player. And the last of my former Redskins here, this one has a story to it as well. So Larry Brown, he was a great running back in the early 70s there. Now, you're looking at the autograph there and you're saying, what? I don't see much. Well, he was having a tough time autographing, I guess. And I chose this one. I was talking with someone in line with me, and he said I should go with the silver here. So I went with silver, and I don't think it made much of a difference, but very faint autograph, as you can see. He's probably, Larry Brown is in his 80s, I believe, and you know, he's autograph. I'm so happy he was there and able to do this, but it was not ideal. And once you got it on the card, it's like, well, not much you can do. But autograph got a 2, of course, because it's very faint. And this is one I specifically said, and again, it's like multiple cards here, and I don't know, they weren't following my what I wanted for the order. I said, you know, do not grade the autograph, but then they went ahead and graded the autograph. But it's authentic and still encapsulated. So there's Larry Brown's autograph. Not the best, and the card got graded too, had a 6.5 vintage, so there's no subgrades on there as well. But so there's that one, and then we'll finish off with a former Minnesota Viking, Carl Eller. Got an autograph, a 79 tops card of his. Got that gold autograph here. A little bit faint, multiple parts, so it gets that 8 autograph. And a 6.5. Again, vintage, so no subgrades. But yeah, Carl Eller doing his stuff. And he was, I think when the event happened, he was a little late to his signing, maybe about like 45 minutes to an hour late. But when he got there, he did his stuff. And just thankful to get the chance to meet him and get to see one of the Purple People Eaters in person and have him autograph a card for me to add to my collection. So couldn't be more pleased. So that's the full totality of the order. I'm really satisfied with the Scott Hanson at the Gem Mint, so that's nice. And then just a couple things with the order I'm a little dissatisfied with in terms of the process of what I put on the order form and what was actually done. And it's interesting, but hope you liked the video, and I'll come back later. A couple more months. I have another order I did as well with just straight up grading, not the authentication, just regular grading, but that's probably gonna be another 2 months or so. I'm thinking maybe at the earliest, like late January, maybe early February. So I'll come back with a video with that set at that point. Catch you then.